King of Fighters 12 was supposed to be a great comeback for SNK, however, it wasn't the case. The game completely failed SNK and fighting game fans. SNK is now trying to fix that with King of Fighters 13 and promises to fix the mess that 12 was. Has SNK and Atlas become king, or did they die like Mufasa? Find out as the game machine starts now. King of Fighters 13 continues the Ash saga. I think that may be the first time that a fighting game features a sexually confused character on the cover. So, I'll try not to spoil too much of the story for you, but basically Ash and his fabulous cohort are trying to gather energy from the fighters of the King of Fighters tournament, and somehow use that to resurrect the Orichi and gain control of time. The story itself isn't very easy to follow unless you already know everything there is to know about the series. The story mode does allow you to pick the actual teams to fight with, so you do need to make sure you know how to use all three members of that team. Now, a lot of people have been saying the boss fights are way too hard, but really, if you're decent at fighting games and can memorize the boss patterns and use all the techniques in the game, then it's not that bad. If you want to find out what happens to Ash in the story, then this is for you. And if you're still confused on why Ash looks like a girl, then this won't help you at all.
Ready, go!
One of the things SNK has done right is keeping the graphics in 2D. The characters look and animate very, very well. There is some pixelation on the edges of the characters, but that's not too terrible looking, especially if you kind of like that retro look. Another thing improved on King of Fighters 13 is that there are more stages to play in. Backgrounds are very lively and well animated. And the Fat Girl Convention stage is back again. You go, girls. Shake that moneymaker. The cutscenes in the story mode have kind of a motion comic anime style to it. It looks really nice. King of Fighters 13 is definitely 2D HD goodness. 3D.
KO! You win!
どいつこいつも
King of Fighters not only has been known for great art, but also having a kick-ass soundtrack. There's a lot of great rock music in it, and a little bit of other stuff thrown in there. If I had to compare this soundtrack to something, it's kind of more of a Blaze Blue style, not as heavy. However, it is really good, and really will get the blood pumping. Not to mention that, if you're lucky enough to find some of these copies, it will contain a 4-disc soundtrack of the entire series, so if you find it, make sure you grab it. Sadly, the story mode, there is no voice acting, period. No Japanese, no English, no nothing, despite the anime cutscenes with the characters talking. The rest of the in-game sound effects are just pure gravy, and who don't love gravy? The only people I don't know who love gravy are communists and Nazis.
Select your character.
Let's face it, King of Fighters 12 was a complete and utter failure. It was a steaming pile of crap. It was like wiping your ass with a cactus and, okay. Yeah, it was like wiping your ass with a cactus pretty much. Well, maybe not that bad. I mean, the gameplay was great and everything else. What you would expect out of a console port of an arcade fighter, that part, yeah, that wasn't there. 13 fixes those mistakes with a story mode, training mode, tutorial mode that actually teaches you how to play the game. Hint, hint, Marvel vs. Capcom. Color editing modes, online play, and much more. The disc is jam-packed with content. If you love fighters, and not always into the online, you won't be bored. Another thing SNK games aren't really known for is online play, and the King of Fighters 13 challenges that. The online works really well for the most part. There are some times that if you're not playing with a good connection, you're going to expect to drop some moves, some button lag. So, as long as you're playing with a good connection, you should be fine. We may see some updates. I hope we'll see a patch from SNK. But overall, though, it's a ton better than any of the other SNK fighters out there, and much, much improved. There's even unlockable characters and a DLC, Iori, with flames coming out in the future. While not perfect, King of Fighters 13 has brought it back the way it should be. Great 2D art, much improved in the online areas, and tons of features, and it just proves that King of Fighters, it's still king. Till next time, game on. Time to sing. I just can't wait to be king. I just can't wait to be king.